Now, our next speaker tonight is going to be Alissa VanDeman. I'm close. All right, her speech title is Millionaires in the Making, or Millionaire in the Making. And her personal finances are of an interest to Alissa. She took Dave Ramsay's course, Financial Peace University, in 2015 and became debt-free in 2017 with her last student loan payment. She still puts the principles into practice today. Will you want to be a millionaire in the making after hearing Alissa speak? You bet your bottom dollar. Alissa's working on strategic relationships, level 1, researching and presenting. Title of her speech is Millionaire in the Making. Alissa.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that fabulous introduction. I, Alissa VanDeman, am a millionaire in the making. Bold statement or claim it and name it theory? Perhaps. The Toastmasters, if you could become a millionaire, would you? There might be a millionaire among us right now in this meeting. Let's find out. I'm going to take us through the process of first finding out what the profile of a millionaire is. What does the American millionaire look like? The next step will be, what are the action steps that you can take to fit the millionaire profile? And lastly, the question will be posed to each of you. Are you willing to put these action steps into practice? Thomas Stanley and William DENKO, they studied hundreds of millionaires and deca-millionaires. Deca-millionaire meaning 10 million. And what they came to find was stunning, these stunning results. And the culmination of their study was this book, The Millionaire Next Door. They debunked myths that millionaires live extravagant lives and flaunt their wealth. They came up with a profile of what the millionaire looks like. I read this book and I thought, I can see myself doing these things. So where's the millions? Well, Trent Ham came along and he wrote an article, August 20th of 2020, about how to become the millionaire next door. So he connected those dots for me. This article is a review of their book. And what I came to find is the following. The profile of a millionaire is someone who lives a life of frugality. Your wealth is what you keep, not what you spend. So wealth is built from self-discipline, planning, perseverance, and those types of things. The next is that most of the American millionaires they interviewed were self-employed. So they had an entrepreneurial spirit and kept their eyes out on future opportunities. And the third was they weren't just successful in money, but it was the relationships that helped them be successful. So relationships with family, business, and their community. So as I said, I saw this profile and I thought, life of frugality, that's me. Self-employed, hey, that's me. Did you know I own my very own Mary Kay beauty company? So ladies and gentlemen, after the meeting, if you need any skincare, come to me, okay? And then relationships. I have great family relationships, and the reason I'm here at Toastmasters is to continue building strategic relationships. Kind of sounds like the path I'm on. Well, speaking of paths, the roadmap to becoming a millionaire, the first step, the stage 1, is to identify and set goals. So Trent Ham mentions this, Dave Ramsay mentions this, And I've actually experienced this happening in my life. I set a goal. I had a 30 days to accomplish. I was going to get a 5% raise and I was going to double my Mary Kay business. Well, I put in small steps up towards my larger 90-day goal, and then took weekly things I was going to do every week towards those goals. I thought, how can I influence my salary? How can I build this business? Well, before the 90 days was up, because I set my intentions, I kept it before me, I received that raise before the 90 days was up. And I not only doubled my business, it tripled. The second step is to get a strong financial foundation. Dave Ramsay, he wrote the Total Money Makeover, and he gives you a step-by-step guide to paying down debt. He calls the snowball effect. He also has great financial tidbits like spend less than you make, save and invest the difference. So simple, right? Well, the step 3 is to be frugal and do not flaunt your wealth. As Stanley and DENKO had discovered, most of the millionaires did not want their spreads of pate and French Bordeaux. They wouldn't drink these fancy wines and eat this fancy food. When they would come in for their meetings, they'd eat the crackers and drink the beer. They weren't used to that extravagant lifestyle. And then for larger ticket items, Trent Ham suggests finding a home that's smaller. Why not a tiny house? Perhaps the guy even comes with it. Who knows? But put it in a location that is near a low-cost grocer and places that you frequent, so you're paying less in food and transportation. Dave Ramsay has a great philosophy on car buying. He says, always pay cash. Now, when you watch millionaires and how they buy their cars, they don't lease, they don't rent them out, they buy them cash. And so they make one payment and they're done. In review, the profile of a millionaire is someone who lives a life of frugality, who is self-employed and is successful with their relationships. So now it is your turn. That's your time. I'm posing the question to you. Are you ready to be a millionaire in the making? If so, then first identify and set your goals. Look out 5 and 10 years and extrapolate those pictures into tangible goals that you can achieve. Second, set a strong financial foundation. There are tons of resources out there for your specific situation. Third, be frugal and do not flaunt your wealth. So, Toastmasters and honored guests, I'm going to say it again, and I wonder if it's going to sound different to you this time. I, Alissa VanDeman, am a millionaire in the making.
Thank you, Alissa.
You're welcome.